Good afternoon, Seneca High School. An exciting interview set up for you next as part of our Seneca Way series. We are here with members of our Irish Live team, the broadcast that brings you guys basketball games, football games, volleyball games, graduation, all the great things that you see on our Irish Live YouTube channel. We're very excited to bring in an interview to you today. I'm Dan Stecken, Superintendent. I'm here with Jacob Ursua, our Systems Administrator in our IT department, and here with two students who are going to talk to us about Irish Live today as well. So first, Mr. Ursua, why don't you tell us about the history of where Irish Live came from?
So it started, I want to guess, around 5 years ago, and it was kind of like a student-led project involved with Mr. Herrick with some really basic equipment. It started off with like Levi Meyerhofer and I myself, when I was a student, I was trying to get involved and figure out like how to get everything running. But then throughout the years, we kept getting more equipment, gathering more experience, and just figuring out how everything works.
Yeah, it's excellent. And a big shout out to Mr. Marty Herrig, our IT director, who built this thing from its infancy with student help into what is an epic production featured in all of our athletic events for our community members and our fans at home. For Mr. Buchanan, why don't you tell us about some of the work behind the scenes off camera?
So what I do specifically for Irish Live is what I started out with was doing the camera, which was just basic camera work, pointing, shooting, that's about it. And then I eventually evolved into working with the computer, which is kind of keeping the show running, and any issues behind the scenes that would appear, I would be there to fix them and get it all running. And if there was an issue that was kind of out of my reach, like if the scoreboard was not working, I would contact Mr. Ursua or Mr. Herrig and get it back up and running.
I think it's amazing that you have some of these real life skills that you could apply in a future job. Troubleshooting, figuring out how to fix things right on the fly in a broadcast that in some cases thousands of fans are depending on you to make sure it works. So I think that's amazing, the work you do behind the scenes, and appreciate it. For Chloe, what is your favorite part of announcing games live?
Oh, that's easy. I like it when I get to be able to make jokes and pop culture references. So when the game slows down and they're passing around, like you don't want to just keep going on technical details. I like being able to make references like to songs and I'll hear whoever's behind the camera. I'll sometimes hearing them laugh once it clicks. And I'll get messages from parents too when they'll be like, you really said that. And it's my favorite part to hear people's reactions.
Okay, sometimes feedback's great, sometimes it's not so great, right? How about for Jacob? Kind of tell our viewers here, what goes into like the daily setup of Irish Live?
So usually it'll start at like the very beginning of a week. We'll coordinate with all of our different Irish Live members to figure out who's taking on what responsibilities and on what days they're available. And then from there, it comes down to scheduling the live streams and some of that behind the scenes stuff, putting together the team logos and graphics that we can use in our broadcast, and then just making sure all of our hardware and software programs are all working together. That way, whenever our engineers or other members can put together a good show that hopefully that the viewers will watch and enjoy.
Oh, perfect. Well, thank you. And our final question for either one of you, what has been one of your favorite highlights in Irish Live history?
So I definitely got to go with this. End of season games, both with against Byron and against Wilmington, reaching the Byron game, reaching I think close to 6,000 views, and the Wilmington game even surpassing that. I think it was 6,600 around there, with a total of almost 12,000 views, which is it's crazy for such a small production for a high school to reach heights like that. I think it was pretty cool to be there for that.
Well, I think it speaks volumes of the quality of production that our students and our IT department put together that is a part of Irish Live and a bigger part of what the Seneca Way means here at Seneca High School. Thanks for being on today, guys.
Thank you.